What's up, traders? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. I am your host, Resident Day Trader, and your brother in the struggle. The name is Hassan. I'm here to go over my trades for the day. Today was a good day. Today was a really good day. Um, it could have been a much better day, but still a good day. I started out on the 2-minute chart as usual, and then I flipped over to this is actually a really nice 2-minute setup on TSM right here that I did not catch on the 2-minute, but I caught it on the 15-minute, or was that the 5? Yeah, this was actually a 5-minute setup that I caught on TSM. So I mean, the 5-minute is beautiful. Let's switch to the 5 up here. Yeah, this is what I like to see. Look at this nice bullish opening candle, right? It sold off and bought back up. Then we got a nice green candle breaking out over the opening range and over yesterday's close or Friday's close. Right, we make a high and then we pull back to VWAP and then we dip down, testing through yesterday's close, previous day's close, and VWAP. Boom, you just buy the next candle to make a high, stop under the low. But I missed this. When I looked at it, I realized that I missed it. So I actually put in a limit order to try to buy it on the dip over that level. And I ended up getting in at, come on, 164.99. The trigger price was 164.85. So I got in 15 cents higher than I wanted to. Stop under the low, and then I let it prove itself to me a little bit on the 2 with a higher high, higher low, and then I added. And then that was cool, man. I just let it ride up. I felt like I was being a little aggressive taking out this early after my ad, this soon after my ad, but I didn't want to be too greedy today. I wanted to take profits where it made the most sense to take profits. And I don't know. I mean, I think 168 was a big number in my mind, but I think I decided 167. You know, whole dollar. Let's take out. So I took some out at 167.92, 166.92, and then I took the rest out at 168.06. So I mean, hey man, I feel great about this trade. It's a beautiful setup on the 5-minute. Very bullish on all time frames, and it just traded really nicely. Wasn't scary at all at any point, really. Yeah, this was a great trade on TSM. TSM was 5-minute buy setup, added at first higher high plus higher low. Took 4R on that bad boy. Well done. Alright, so crowd was also a really good play. This one, was this a 5-minute entry? I don't know what exactly got me into crowd looking back. Oh, you know what? I think I felt good about it overall as far as like my sentiment on it. And then I drew a little trend line right here, and I saw that it broke and closed above it. And I decided to just buy it and put my stop under there. It got very scary here, but from there, it did good. I added here. I'm really trying to develop the skill of adding to your winners, adding to my winners. And some of my ads are great, and some of them are FOMO. This is a FOMO ad, right? It would have been better to add here, but I guess once it broke over these highs, I decided to add. But it just wait for at least 2 red bars, two red bar pullback, and then jump in. You know, man. Let me flip the Apple real quick because I almost got into Apple right off of this stream, and I was like, I already lost 2 times on Apple, and they were more than an R each time, so I felt like I should not get back in, but This 15-minute setup right here looks really nice. And I really wanted to get back in over 196. But after that triggers, I do feel like the best thing to do was to wait for a higher high and then a higher low to get in on Apple. Hopefully I won't be entering a trade here on this review video, but it could happen. So yeah, I mean the trade worked out okay. My entry felt high the whole time though in relation to the range that it was moving in. I never felt comfortable moving my stop up until we broke over here. Once we broke over high of day here, then I felt comfortable moving my stop up to here. But at that point, once your stop's up to break even, it's not time to add to trades. Right, it's time to take profit. So really I should have been taking profit up here instead of trying to increase leverage on my position. So that kind of sucked. Yeah, so my ads needed some work on there, and then my entry was pretty crappy as well. That's probably gonna be something to work on. My entries and just maybe needing to give things a little more room on the first entry, because sometimes my first entry is on like the 15, and so it's a really wide range entry and my stop is really wide at that point, and I want to add as soon as I get to a place where the price is low enough and I can raise my stop high. So it's not always going to be a good condition to be able to add to your trades. But definitely way up here away from your entry. Like if I got a dip like this, this is a dip right into my entry area. This would have been a place to add. But up here at the next price level, that's not a good place to add. So I led a great trade. I think I was almost up 3R on this trade. Excuse me. And I ended up break even on that, 90 cents. So I kind of let this trade turn into a flop, and the main reason that happened was my ad. If I didn't add, I could just have my stop at break even right now, which it still would not have triggered because my break even was 379.13, and it has not traded that low yet. So wow, look at Apple. Just a quick flop back over to Apple real quick. Yeah. Ooh, I would have been sick to jump in that at 196. Well, I would have had my stop under here, though. So, I guess we'll see. CTVA. But anyway, we're not trading right now. So crowd, yeah, just gotta be mindful on adding. You really want ads to be as close to your entry price as possible, or maybe the first level up, like the first level it breaks over, and when it retests that level, that's going to be your best spot to add, which on this chart would be like right here in this area, right? Definitely in this area, but at this point it's making a lower low, so it's kind of scary to add right there because you don't want to break your stop under VWAP. So yeah, it just, if you didn't add right here or right here, there's just really no place to add, and just let it go, man. Let that thing go. Let that thing go. You're not gonna be able to add to everything, so that's kind of the next phase I'm in right now, is trying to add to my winners. I don't want to complicate it too much, but I do want to work that in, because that's how you can make winners really big. Once they prove themselves, then you can add to them and really let that thing rock for you. Added close to take profit area. Killed the trade. All right, MU was a really good trade, but I just didn't have enough leverage on it. I didn't trust it enough to add here in this area, because then I would need to raise my stop up super high. And yeah, it just wasn't really a super safe place to add to MU. I'm really happy with my take profit up here though, because it really didn't go much higher than that on the day.
WHD.
And I just knew that there wasn't enough room in the stock, and I didn't have enough shares to shoot for, 3R, 2R, even 2R, So once I saw it doing this, I just went ahead and raised my stop up. And yeah, but this is one I entered on the 15-minute. Man, this has been a much better entry right here on the 5 down low. Much tighter stop. Yeah, that would have been nice. But I really just need to... I can see when something's setting up on the 15. And when I'm liking it on the 15, I think I need to look at the 5 and look at the 2 to see when will be the best time to enter. I don't really see... I mean, I could have tried to wait for this area here. Especially on the 5, it does look pretty good, aside from that topping tail. But decent trade, low leverage, low reward, good management. All right, Meta. So Meta is a better trade than it looks like, because I already had a loss on it. My first entry on Meta was ruined by adding, because my first entry was on the 15. Let's put the 15 up here, which was the break over this red candle here, right? And so my stop was underneath the red candle, which never got touched, right? My stop was right there, never got touched. But I added right here and raised my stop up to there and got stopped out, right? And so I ruined the trade with the ad. And that's what I mean about I got to work on my adding. This is not adding after it has proven itself. I mean, even though it only stopped me out by a few pennies, man. My stop was 97. It went down to 91 and then traded up for the rest of the day. So, it'd be like that sometimes. And that's why you really got to keep a cool head, because you might have an opportunity to get back in. Man, this Apple trade is looking better and better, yo. Man, over 196 seems really nice. But that's like a 40-cent stop.
RHI.
Yeah, I'm not messing with it. We're done for today, y'all. Let's back to Meta. So, killed first trade with lower low add. Have to add on confirmation, i.e. higher high plus higher low. Alright. But my second trade on Meta was nice on the 2. And is that all I caught it on? Yeah, I guess I just liked it on the 2. Yeah, so this was decent. Almost the same situation with the ad on the second one. I don't think it made a lower low though. 495.53. No, it did make a lower low. So really the same situation here, but I guess I was just a little more convinced about it being the right time, the right moment, which it was. This ad was great. As soon as I added, this big candle shot up and it just started rolling. Took profit up here. Where was this? Come on. Sometimes it shows me really easy. Okay, at 499.74, so just under 500, and then I took profit over here at 566. This was me raising up my stop and getting scary. I always get scary about that last leg. Y'all know, man, every time I leave that little leg to run up for me, I always get scary and end up stopping out way before it has a chance to really run. But it didn't really run that much further on Meta, so all in all, a great trade. I made back my losses and ended up almost 2R up on Meta, so that was definitely a great trade. Nvidia, this was a really good trade on Nvidia. This was on the 15-minute.
RHI.
So, you know, everybody's bullish on Nvidia right now, and this was a pretty aggressive move down. So, I was kind of side-eyeing for an aggressive move back up. You know, it just split as of today. So, you know, I figured that it probably had a good chance to make some crazy moves, either crazy down or crazy up. I thought it was going to go down, but after this, decided to go ahead and give it a shot. Bought the break of that and stop under that low right there. And let it do its thing, man. Just let it do its thing. And it did its thing very well. I'm really surprised I took profit right here. I'm glad I did. I think it was a good spot. But normally I'm just really about letting them things run. But this is a great take profit, just about 3R on that one. And I'm really feeling good about the 15-minute. Now I'm looking at Nvidia and looking at my stops on Apple. But the problem with Nvidia, I'm buying the breakup of VWAP. Right? This first buy on Apple was way below VWAP and reckless. Right? Man. Apple is really tempting. But no, I think it's going to go down. This big top tail here. Huge red candle. Another huge top tail there. Yeah, it's probably a short. But yeah, so the Nvidia trade. Break over VWAP and previous high on 15M. 3R. And my Apple trade went long below VWAP. Don't do it. And second entry without confirmation. Yeah. So, yeah, the Apple thing, it was just, I was watching it and kind of had some expectations on it because of the Worldwide Developers Conference today, but this wasn't really a real pattern entry. I just saw it break over VWAP and then hold it for a couple candles. But that's not like something that I've traded a lot or often enough to justify taking this trade beneath yesterday's close, beneath the opening range. It's like all kind of beneath going on with that to be willing to take that trade. So shame on me for that one. But hey, man, had a great day on the 15. Very exciting. I haven't had a day like this in a while. Where, you know, I was just on. I was just connected. You know, I had it. I had it going. So, very excited to try it again tomorrow, man, and see what happens. Like, a week of this will be life-changing because
KKR.
If I trade like this to Thursday,
KKR.
I know I'm getting way ahead of myself. But, I mean, I feel like I've had it for a while. It's just been like something that that's been holding me back. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is my moment, you know. And but if I have a good trading week, I think I might try it on Friday, man. We might have a real fun Friday. But we'll see. Anyway, one day at a time. Had a great day today. Please hit the like button for me. Hit that subscribe. And see y'all in the morning. Peace.